When sound's coming in from my mix, I can lower the volume, but I just had it playing for you right over my cell phone there, so I thought I'd do it that way. Hi, everybody. Roland from Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties, um, MinMax Media, and the DIY Live Streaming Show.com. I'm taking a moment here to just touch bases and explain to everybody that if you were expecting a Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties show today and missed it, or possibly were expecting it but it didn't show, I apologize. But it wasn't that critical. I don't think that there's that many people lining up to watch the show right now. But I do appreciate the fact that we have several regulars that come and consistently contribute to the show and talk to us and add value to the show itself. And I didn't tell Bill I was going to do this. I didn't know I was going to do this, and that's why he's not with me, among other people. But anyway, I'm just going to supply a little recording here so I can explain to people what's been going on and what to expect in the very near future for the Smarties. Because the Smarties is not going anywhere. The Smarties show will be around for a while. But the year has been hectic, to say the least, and the last few weeks have been very problematic. So it got to the point where I just decided to take these 2 weeks off, and today I was going to get up nice and early, and I did for the most part, and planned on doing a little video and explaining and all that stuff. But basically, I ended up having one of the most important meetings possibly of my year. Funny how these things happen. But it appears that I have, especially with the VCP plugin and what I'm doing and the connection that I have and a couple of family members, there's an opportunity staring me in the face that I definitely did not have a year ago. So we're going to let that unfold and see where that goes. In the meantime, on top of everything else, my mother is still in rehab from a hospital stay after she had a stroke. So she's all right. She got affected on half of the body the way I am now. But she apparently is learning how to walk again and doing okay. She can speak. She can think. All her capacities in that respect are full-fledged. But also in the midst of this, just this last week, my wife Barbara, her mother had a stroke. We think it's a stroke also, and she was hospitalized. Hers wasn't as complicated or as bad, but she's recuperating, and she's actually at home now, and she's doing very well. So we're very hopeful that it's going to be a passing thing and not give her any residual issues. But having two mothers in the hospital approaching Father's Day kind of like complicates the issues. So between this and several systems around me like Go Read and the article writing and the my blog generation and all that stuff, having their problematic issues across the board, it became very hectic to maintain a show. And I don't like doing a from the hip, half-assed show for you folks. Can I do it? Yeah, I can blab forever. But I'd rather plan out significant, valuable subjects that you really want to talk about. So one of the things that I would ask is if you have been watching the show in the past and up until now, I would like to know what you would like to see and what you would like to hear and talk about. And one of the features that we have in the VCP plugin, DIY live streaming show, and our production is that we have the best interaction and the highest level of interaction that's possible, period, by having a live streaming show with a comment stream and comments that we can display on from who's participating in this. To me, that's engagement. And when other people talk about engagement, I'm not sure they even understand what engagement is. I know that they would like to believe it means that they're promoting their brand and building something, but unless there's a conversation, I really have trouble calling it engagement. It's much harder to measure because people might be saying, "Ah, that was great," but then they go off their own way, and you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what their thoughts are or how it affected them. But when you have a comment stream where people can talk back and say something, that's a different kind of engagement. So that's what we've been working on, and we've gotten a really good platform devised. Our latest uh, test is to use BeLive video through Facebook and incorporate that into the VCP events. And so,
Can I push your laptop? Move it.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. And anyway, got the crew is fixing up our house, preparing for a wedding and a couple of things, and then we're gonna be taking a trip to Fresno to see my mom and stuff. So we got the cleaning crew, which they're just my son and daughter. Anyway, back to this concept of BeLive. I mean, BeLive and Facebook is one of the things that we've been incorporating because we don't want to limit it to just YouTube Live Hangouts on air to use the VCP plugin. If Hangouts on air were to disappear, we'd have an issue. We'd have a problem. So we've been testing the last couple of weeks on how to do BeLive TV through Facebook with incorporated into the VCP plugin. And today, for the first time, we were able to do it. So is it easy? No. Facebook doesn't want people going away from Facebook. So if they generate from Facebook, they want to keep people there. And they don't want, even though there's an embed code, they don't want you to embed what they do on a website. So automatically when we transferred in the embed code, it literally would not play in the website. We have to kind of jump through some hoops and build the interface so that it accommodates the little things that Facebook is building into their system that's problematic. They basically don't want you to go away from Facebook. And we want them to come to our website. So if I'm going to live stream any place, that's the destination. At the same time, we're going to be taking advantage of the fact that their system as devised with BeLive TV incorporates a chat stream that can be featured differently from what we have in our comment system. It's a lot easier, but it's not necessarily that much better, but it's different, and it's really good for what it is. So there are things from BeLive TV and the Facebook connection that we will be able to benefit from, but ultimately what we want to do is see how we can benefit from having that production be embedded live in our website, and possibly then incorporate it with the chat that we have devised, which is on your website in our own real estate, our territory, and within our control. So that's ultimately what we're finding out what the possibilities are. There's that. So we've been working on that somewhat today. Also, what's going on is my daughter Katie is getting married next month. Yeah, about exactly 1 month from now, in July, she'll be getting married. And so we got a lot of preparation stuff, a lot of conversations, and you can imagine, there's a lot going on. And we have what could be called a fractured household where her mom and I got a divorce years ago. And so the split household and dual parenting and all those things, it's all good now. But, there's a lot to go through with stuff like that. So anyway, Katie's getting married. Katie is my middle daughter. There's also Gina, the oldest, and Megan, the youngest. And then my son, Ty, who is of a different mother, and he lives back east. So, got all my kids spread out. And then Kyle and Rebecca, who are here, are all on Barbara's side. So there's just a lot going on. Family this, family that, business this and that. And on top of everything else, I'm mixing family members with my business, and we're seeing what we can do to build a business together. And all about the gaming industry, all about live streaming, video. And I love this stuff, and it's very, very enticing. I think it's going to work out okay, but a lot to do. So anyway, that's got to the point these last couple of weeks where it was like, I can't just keep up the same pace. I think we'll take a couple of Saturdays off. So that's to explain to today. I wanted to get in there early and then provide this explanation before the show started. I just couldn't get around to it. And so I apologize for that. But also, next week I'll be taking a few days off, and Barbara and I are going to go to Fresno/Clovis area, the center of the San Joaquin Valley, to see my mother. And so that'll be a nice trip, and we'll spend a couple of days in that area. And that'll be right on the Saturday when I have my show. So I'm taking it off. We will be back the following week, which is probably I think it's July 8th. And meanwhile, I hope everyone has a great 4th of July. Great if you celebrate 4th of July. And have a great time. Have a great weekend now. And enjoy. And just be looking forward to some interesting developments coming up in a few days. And hopefully I'll be contributing to that. So thank you very much. If you happen to watch this, leave your comments, and I'll appreciate whatever you might be able to add for future contributions as we plan out future Saturday morning Marketing Smarties. Roland signing off. Thank you. Bye-bye.